Boris Johnson has described Australia committing to net zero emissions by 2050 as heroic. Is it heroic or is it just the right thing to do? And the 62,000 new regional mining and heavy industry jobs, will that be facilitated by any particular carve-outs to continue to allow diesel usage in heavy machinery? Where will those mining jobs particularly be?
Well, I welcome the comments of my good friend Prime Minister Johnson, and I wish him well for leading the COP26. One of the things that I think goes to the strengthened relationship between Australia and the UK, between Boris and I, is Boris understands Australia. He understands that this is a different challenge for Australia than to other countries. And so he understands the significance of this. And he and I have discussed it on many occasions and at length. And so he understands that this is an important decision for Australia in making our contribution and doing the right thing for our country first. And he understands we're making this decision in our national interest, and he welcomes it. So I appreciate what Boris has said. But in answer to your question, no, it's the right thing to do. It's the right plan for Australia. Now, on the other matters, I'll let Angus add to that. But this is a whole of economy plan. Like, we want everyone in our economy to participate in this plan, because what is happening around the world with the global economy, with the world's response to climate change, of course that has impacts in Australia, and particularly in rural and regional areas. Of course it does. And between now and the next election, we'll be outlining a series of further investments and things that will continue to strengthen our regions to ensure that they're successful, that they are successful as we move forward, not just in this area, but in so many other areas. But it is important that they're all participating in that. The agricultural sector, the resources sector, the transport sector, sectors, the manufacturing sector. I mean, 1 million Australians back in manufacturing jobs. Under Labor, they lost 1 in 8 manufacturing jobs. We've restored those jobs. The Modern Manufacturing Initiative that the Minister is responsible for, this is about leveraging all of these plans, whether it's our skills agenda, our manufacturing agenda, our research and science agenda. It's about pulling all of that together in a whole of government, whole of economy approach, our Ag 2030 plan, our critical minerals plan. In fact, what we're doing with the Quad and what we're doing, I'll be sitting down with the ASEAN Australia Summit this week. We'll be talking about this. This is all about getting the whole country, realising the benefits and dealing with the challenges. But Angus?
Well, there's very significant job potential in the priority technologies we've chosen. We've chosen those for a reason, whether it's in the steel and iron ore supply chain or the bauxite, aluminium supply chain, or indeed critical minerals that are supplying a number of those supply chains, whether it's lithium or nickel or copper. These are great opportunities for Australia. The key for us is to chase them. And that's exactly what we're doing as a government, working with the private sector to do this. And we see enormous potential there. And as a government, we are going to support those industries to create those jobs as best as we possibly can. And I tell you what, those jobs are there for the taking.